If I had to venture a guess, it would be that the military has already decided he's a lost cause.
No matter what happens, I won't let Eren be.
Oh shit! What the fuck just got launched out the window?
Oh, not the splat.
Oh
shit.
Oh, you're looking stuff up?
I'm trying to figure out the entire time span from season 1 to the end of season 4. I'm trying to see how many years from episode 1 to the end. I want to know the entire time span so that I can try and make sense of this. I need to know the whole fucking timeline because this is confusing.
Alright.
That has really annoyed me in my core.
In case you guys...
saved me about 4 years ago. I was 3 years old. Now I'm 17, but that was 4 years ago. What?
Again, maybe she misspoke.
I'm annoyed. Just play it. I'm pissed.
In case you missed it, the last episode had a little bit of a flashback with Louise and Mikasa, and the time frame isn't making sense. So someone right here is in a bad mood.
Because it just doesn't make sense.
I understand. Sometimes these shows have plot holes in
Like, you expect me to believe that... Okay, let's, for the sake of sakes. So from now, back to 4 years ago. In that time was like a 3-year and a bit time skip from the end of season 3 to season 4. Okay? So even if I'm to believe that she was a 4-year-old child, she looked like, in the original picture of her, and then the updated picture flashback, she looks like she's 10, but I digress. So we're going to pretend that from today till back then was 3 or 4 years. She said about 4 years. Okay. So you want me to believe that from the time skip at the end of season 3 to the beginning of season 4 was 3 years and change. And I'm supposed to believe that from season 1 up until the end of season 3, that whole 3 seasons was 6 months? It's impossible. This is impossible. Like, this is not a thing that can be true. There's no way that this whole show is taking place within 4 years. It's not possible.
As somebody who's watched One Piece, they've had like 150 episodes that take place in one day. so again.
Yeah, but that's not how this is. Like, that's not how this has been.
I know. And also, even you yourself said Reiner went from looking like a young boy to looking like he's 40. So I don't know. Maybe she did something in the water, okay?
Yeah, but it still doesn't make sense,
it doesn't.
Man. There's no way that this whole show takes place within 5 years. Like, that again, there's no way.
Of course it doesn't. We know it doesn't. You know how we know it doesn't? Because Eren's dad got the Titan, got his mom pregnant. Eren is now like a 12-year-old boy, eats the fucking thing, eats his dad, and then becomes like, he's like 18 now. So like, clearly,
this is driving me mental. Like, right? This has sent me into a state of unrest.
So like I'm saying, we know you have a point. They messed up with her timeline. Maybe since she's not that important of a character, because it's the first time.
But maybe she is. Maybe she is an important character, which is going to piss me off even more. Play the episode, because I'm in a foul mood.
Well, I guess she's supposed to be mini Mikasa. Anyways.
I'm mad.
Let's get into it.
Fucking Louise.
Annie! How is Annie not dead yet? Wait, actually, no. She's on the same time frame as Reiner and Bertolt.
Hey! Sorry, sir. You can talk to her all day long, but you're not allowed to touch.
What? No, it's not what you think, Hitch. I heard that memories could be transferred between Titans like us through physical contact. So I wasn't trying to do anything inappropriate to her just now, I promise. I just thought I should give it a try to see if I could discover anything.
Well, you are a boy at that age. I bet you'd like to do all kinds of discovering with Annie if you could.
Okay, I'm really sorry. Please don't ban me from coming back, Hitch.
I wasn't planning to. Annie would get bored out of her mind if she only had me to talk to her. This is kind of annoying, though. How's she this popular when all she does is sleep?
I need the old jaw guy to bite into her little cocoon.
If Eren took his jaw titan like he was supposed to, that would have fixed everything. Eat him. Annie's Titan isn't really super special, though. It's just the speed and the
There isn't that much to
agility.
talk about when it comes to your crush. But have you been keeping up with the news these past few days?
No?
Read this.
The military continues to cling to power through the wrongful detainment of Eren Yeager. People are really starting to distrust the military.
I'm not sure what the brass thought would happen when they stopped giving the public any answers.
In their defense, it's not like we can go public about Zeke and the rumbling right now.
No one can save Eldia except Yeager! Our people were gonna
And they went from hating him and wanting him to die to now he's their Lord and Savior.
Eren Yeager!
What is this?
Apparently, there are protests like this outside every local military base.
Hey, Hitch! Lend us a hand, will ya?
Well, crap. Guess I've got work to do.
Armin!
Mikasa! There you are. I'm glad to see you made it in.
Yeah, we need to make use of this time while we have it. Let's go.
Oh, they're gonna go talk to Eren.
Those are the new scout recruits. What are those kids doing here at HQ? Okay, yes. I did meet with Eren that day.
Oh?
I apologize for hiding that fact until now. It's proof enough that you were justified in detaining the volunteers.
How very kind of you to own up to it.
This is through no fault of yours, but you don't know what the world is like. It seemed to me that you would keep waiting to make a decision until it was too late. And it was clear that Eren had similar concerns.
I see. So that's when you told Eren to attack Marley alone, so as to coerce the military into taking action.
I wasn't quite that seditious, although I did tell him that the military government was due for a wake-up call.
That's all you told him? Why take the risk of meeting Eren in secret, without attempting to lay out some kind of concrete plan?
It wasn't secret, because as a former soldier of Marley, I realized that I was in no position to request even a public meeting.
So you understood that you were gambling with our trust, but the risk turned out to be well worth it, because it let you manipulate Eren into following Zeke's plan.
What would be the point in manipulating him? I only wanted one thing, for Eren Yeager to know who I was!
Maybe his
No.
sister?
That's not all.
Blonde?
We wanted Eren's founding titan to crush Marley into dust. And it worked. Eren stood up for his principles and brutalized Marley just as we had hoped. Actually, he went even further. Eren answered our prayers for retribution with a divine fury that we had never dared to dream of. And the fact that he was capable of such an achievement is proof that he carries the founding titan. Commander Pixis, do you understand what's unfolding right now before our very eyes? We are witnessing a truly decisive moment in history. Very soon, two brothers will reshape our whole world. To be honest with you, I just want to have a decent view of the action.
She's deranged.
It almost sounds like the main reason you met Eren was to slake your curiosity.
I suppose that's right. For what it's worth, I didn't tell any other volunteers what I was up to. I'm sure that you must see my deception as a betrayal. And it's true that my actions were reckless. But it's also true that I was acting in Eldia's best interest.
I'd certainly like to believe you. Towards that end, you'll need to recount everything that you and Eren talked about. But first, a word of advice about telling a lie. To make it good, you need to mix in at least a pinch of the truth.
This is somewhere between absurd and appalling. How could people still doubt us after all this time? I thought we were comrades. We spent 3 years sweating beside you to build the railway and trade systems that this island needed. Your people are prospering because of us. We gave Eldia everything we had, Hanji.
I'm so sorry. When we first opened our railway 10 months ago, I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, you're telling me. We swore to help fight for Eldia's future. We meant every word. Hanji, what's the matter with you? Huh? Yelena went behind the military's back and met with Eren in secret? Seriously?
Can you give me your word that she didn't tell you?
She never so much as dropped a hint. I promise.
Alright, that was a second in command, more
Yeah.
likely.
Your surprise seems to be completely sincere. To me, at any rate.
So she went that far.
You aren't saying that you can't believe she would do it. And based off that, I think you must know that it's in character for her.
I don't exactly know.
We may have approached it backwards, but Yelena has given us a reason to detain the volunteers. Now, I need you to tell me everything you do know about her, for the sake of our future.
My understanding is that it was Yelena who first recruited the volunteers. People were doubtful and wary, so things didn't go so well at first. More than once, Yelena proved her loyalty to us and to Zeke by getting her hands dirty. Any Marleyan who doubted us met with an untimely death, even when there were friends who ate and slept beside us. We overcame those losses by telling ourselves it was for the sake of the homelands Marley stole from us.
That's funny. Yelena's always argued for Marleyan rights here. She convinced us to let Marleyan prisoners have jobs. You make it sound like Yelena used to be merciless to Marleyans. Why would that change? Right. Please come with me, Onyan Capone. I need your help.
Huh?
Onion Capone.
It's the only black fellow on that whole island. You know that's exactly
I
where
hear
I'd be
Hunter's
going.
been roaming all
Hello.
over the place.
My name is.
The
How are you
commander's
doing
still
today?
looking into a few
You
leads we
have
dug up.
issues.
Have you ever
I
thought
know.
about dating?
I gave
On
the
this
commander
island?
permission to take one of the detained volunteers.
Just saying. I have.
I'm afraid that I can't give you two permission to meet Eren,
Why not, sir?
because we've just confirmed that Eren communicated with the volunteers in secret. This is likely what incited him to attack Marley. It's certainly something he kept quiet about leading up to the event. We're currently in the midst of an
You
investigation.
know, they're going to be
see
crying
what
for
all was
Eren to
said
help
and
them
who
when the
all
rest
was
of them
involved
come
in this
ashore.
That's
Like, when they
Eren
get
has
there
maintained his
for their
silence
surprise
ever since
attack,
these
I'm like,
facts were
Eren,
brought to
help
light.
us. I'd be like,
Furthermore, we're still completely
I had
in
to
the
settle
dark
to
about
stay
what he
in.
did during his time alone
hope
in Marley.
yourselves.
I'm sorry to say
really
that
think they
we
can control
believe
him?
that Eren is being manipulated by Zeke. I wouldn't have shared these secrets with you if you were anyone else, so I'll ask that you keep them to yourselves.
You really think that Eren would...
Yeah, okay.
So what now? What will you do with him? Is that...
Oh, it's nothing. There was nowhere else to store the thing, so I had some recruits bring it up here.
His,
Please hear me out,
his
sir.
asshole
We've known
plunger.
Eren ever since we were kids. If he refuses to talk to you, that's all the more reason to send us in. I know there's no guarantee that we can get him to tell us the truth, but there isn't any harm in trying, right?
They really think they...
The situation is too delicate right now. This conversation's over.
Did they forget that Eren said that you
You're
guys
right
can't
that there'd be
hold
no
him in
harm
there?
letting us talk to him. So why would he forbid it?
If I had to venture a guess, it would be that the military has already decided he's a lost cause.
They're gonna try and steal the Titan from Eren.
Excuse us.
If I'm right about that, then they're probably looking at candidates to replace him with.
I'll listen through the door.
Hold on, Mikasa, you can't!
It's fine. They're not gonna catch me.
You don't know that, and we can't afford to take the risk.
We can't afford not to take that risk. We need to find out what the military's planning. No matter what happens, I won't let Eren be...
Oh! Yay! Oh shit! Not... Who the fuck just got launched out the window?
No, not the splat.
Oh!
Shit.
Sir Zachariah, whatever his name is?
You okay?
I'm fine.
Oh no! Put out the fire! Quick! What's going on? Serious water source! Here! We need a hand! Hurry up and get over
Bro,
it!
you gonna blame that
you
shit on
alright?
Armin and Mikasa?
Hitch! What was that? The Premier's office just exploded. Has anyone seen him?
Yeah, he's over there. He's busy right now. Can't talk.
Keep your hearts and souls!
Our anger's finally reached them! The time has come for us to fight!
I'll fight right beside you! Me too! Fight for our future!
Yo.
Our hearts and souls to the cause! Our hearts and souls
Okay, so there's three that went in like suicide bombers. God damn.
souls to the cause! Our hearts and souls to the
Eren has his own like fucking fanatics now.
I
Like,
thought they turned someone into a Titan with their juju
Premier
juice.
Zachary had his custom chair brought to his room today. We believe that whoever delivered the chair must have planted a bomb in it. In addition to the Premier himself, the explosion killed 3 soldiers. We don't know who was behind this or what their motives were.
All but one of the volunteers have been on house arrest. And Onyan Capone here was with me all day.
Then can you think of anyone else who might have been responsible?
Before he died, Premier Zachary said that a group of recruits brought the chair to his office.
Where were these recruits from?
He never told us what branch they were with. But as Mikasa and I were heading to his room for our appointment, we happened to notice a group of recruits leaving HQ in a rush. And those recruits were scouts.
Speaking of your regiment, I hear that a few of you scouts were arrested and charged with leaking information about Eren to the public. You don't think
Urgent news! Eren Yeager escaped! He broke out of his underground cell!
Mobilize all troops and track him down!
Yes, sir!
Hurry! There's no time to spare!
he has his own group now, kind of like how Light has his Kira army. But man took a shirt.
All right, Eren, calm down. Save some hoes for the rest of us. Jesus.
Oh, it's my boy. What's his name? Flock?
Flock.
Yeah, the guy that wanted to save Erwin or whatever.
Quite the crowd. Miss everyone? In addition to our comrades here, we have many who are still within the military. Such as the soldiers who killed Dallas Zachary with a bomb. No one can save the Eldian Empire. No one but you. Eren Yeager.
What?
It's okay, Mikasa. Eren will understand. If we can just talk to him, then he'll understand.
Fucker put on a cape and shit.
Putting on his
Go
hoodie.
find out where they're keeping Zeke.
So he about to betray Armin and Mikasa for this long lost brother?
Flock Forster and his cohorts have vanished from prison.
He's on a mission.
along with
He
some
said he would
100
kill all the
soldiers
Titans, and now he
guards.
found out the Titans
It's
are
apparent
put
that
there
they
because of
planned for
those
this
people.
mass desertion to match the timing of Eren's escape. And for the record, I have no doubt that they perpetrated the Premier's murder. This group needs a name. From this point on, let us refer to these anti-military insurgents
Jaegerists?
as the Jaegerists.
Oh, Christ.
I can think of no one
Well,
better
they
than
following
Commander
the
Hanji
Jaeger brothers.
Jaegerists.
to tell
The
us
Jaeger
their
brothers.
goal.
In the short term, their goal is to ensure that Eren meets with his brother. And in the long term, they intend to reform the military with Eren at its head. They demonstrated their resolve by way of assassinating our premier. It's obvious what provoked them to act as they have. They must have learned about the military's plan to transfer the founding, even though you kept it secret from us scouts.
Only because we knew exactly what would happen if we did tell you.
Fuck you.
In any case, many of these Jaegerists are from the scouts.
Yeah.
How will
Pussies.
you take
After
responsibility
everything
for
he's
their
done for you
actions,
people.
Hanji?
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing
Can't
to
believe I'm
accept
here
any
defending Eren.
punishment, but I won't
Christ.
resign from my post. That would be the height of irresponsibility. And there's a lot we don't know yet. These Jaegerists could have members hiding anywhere in any branch.
That's quite true. In fact, I might be looking at some now. Perhaps one of you will turn out to be a suicide bomber.
Please, don't be ridiculous, Rogue.
We've been played for fools once, so why should we trust you now? Until the scouts prove themselves, they must be contained.
That's enough. Remember that we have a guest here. And even if that weren't the case, this is no time to be bickering
The
amongst
scouts are the
ourselves.
reason why y'all leaving him a
Hanji,
chance.
how many soldiers know where Zeke is confined?
Captain Levi is guarding him with an escort of 30
shit.
soldiers.
Eren versus
Then there are the
Levi
3
gonna be
soldiers who deliver
crazy.
supplies to them. And aside from myself, that's it.
Please have those 3 brought here. Nile,
Go find
is the Queen's residence secure?
Its location is a well-kept secret, but I'll look into it anyway.
We know what Eren wants. He'll seek out Zeke first, and Historia if that fails. So we must keep both of them out of his reach at all costs.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir. You're our most senior commander. So now that the Premier has been assassinated, the only person who can lead us is you. What kind of strategy do you think we should adopt right now?
Well, It seems to me they've got us beat, so I was thinking we'd surrender. Against enemies mixed within our ranks, we have no other recourse. Even if we did somehow manage to smoke all of them out, imagine how much blood we would have to spill. We don't have the time or the numbers to waste on such folly. It's the decisions we made as leaders that caused these soldiers to desert us. That's what brought about our defeat.
But sir, you can't actually intend to bow down to the people who murdered the Premier!
I knew Zachary for many years. To live and die by revolution is something that I think he would have wanted. And regardless, I don't think that any of the 4 soldiers who were killed would have wanted their deaths to be the cause of Eldia's downfall.
So instead you want us to submit to the Yeager brothers?
No, not entirely. We'll use Zeke's location to negotiate with Eren and trust him to accept that he has other enemies. Once we've re-established peace, we'll once again stake Eldia's survival on a test run of the rumbling. However, we will not bring up the subject of how our leader was murdered. We'll look past it. If that is the price of saving hundreds or even thousands of our comrades, then we'll pay it.
Surprised they made Zachary
We've
the
talked
leader.
quite enough. Now get to work.
Yes, Commander!
Got you
Commander
the
Pixis.
leader, to be honest.
Please forgive that unseemly display, Lady Azumabito.
It's fine. Every nation goes through this.
Still, I'm afraid that I can't guarantee your safety right now. Until we're able to settle this matter, I suggest that you wait at the port.
Right. We sincerely hope for a swift end to this turmoil and for Eldia's victory. Lady Mikasa, please, if things take a turn for the worse, don't hesitate to make for our ship.
I'm grateful to you for offering, and I appreciate your concern. That being said, I see myself as an Eldian. I want to fight for the future of the place where I was born and raised. So please, don't worry about me.
What are you talking about? You're the entire reason we crossed the sea to come to this place.
You came for our resources. So long as we stay open to trade, you don't care who leads this nation. You just need the rumbling to succeed, right?
That's true. If the promise of the rumbling turns out to be an empty one, Hizuru will say our clan acted alone and hang us out to dry. Our investments will amount to nothing, and the Azumabitos will succumb to our debts.
Sounds like one more reason that I shouldn't rely on you.
The Azumabito clan had no choice but to adapt to these turbulent times. But as a result, our prestige has been reduced to the point where we're now derided as a pack of wretched, money-grubbing vixens. Still, we haven't lost our pride as a clan any more than your mother had when she engraved our crest into your wrist. No matter what becomes of this land, we truly wish to protect you.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I thought she
We
was
were
laughing
working
and
with
walking
Eren
back.
even though he killed the Premier?
Hey, nobody knows if he was behind that or not.
Keep your voice down, Mikasa. People suspect us of being Yeagerists as it is.
I'm still not sure whose side you're on. Care to tell us?
Armin and I were there when the bomb went off. We almost got killed by the blast. That answer your question?
Huh?
Enough. Like Commander Pixis said, this is no time to fight amongst ourselves.
What do you think of his plan? Would you really be comfortable in trusting all our fates to Eren and Zeke?
No, this doesn't feel right. Zeke and Yelena knew that they would never be free of suspicion, so they came up with an insurance plan. And now we're watching it pay out. Our best bet is to assume that they have more contingencies in place. Let's focus on figuring out what Zeke plans to do next, before he makes even bigger fools of us than he has. If it turns out that I'm getting worked up over nothing, that'll be a welcome relief.
Do you have any leads in mind?
I noticed that Yelena secured work for Marleyan prisoners in a lot of strange places. One good example would be restaurants.
This building's so big!
I've never seen anything like it. Neither have I.
It must be your lucky day.
Y'all ready for some fancy dining?
Yeah!
They still haven't noticed that them guys are missing from the prison yet? The kids? That's crazy.
Soldiers, always rushing off somewhere.
Oh! Double infiltration! Fucking quadruped or whatever the hell her name is. Pico? Pico?
Her name's Peak.
Pico? Whatever the fuck. Hey, is there a...
Quadruped?
I don't know what the fuck her name is.
Quadruped.
How does she get in though?
How did they indeed?
I wonder if the Chinese lady brought
How did Eren get over there?
No, that makes sense.
Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he went back on one of their like reconnaissance ships.
Oh, so maybe she came over on one.
They took them all out?
One of their trade ships. Who knows? But she's there, and if she's there, the others are there too. So things are going cuckoo crazy.
Yep. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up right here. Things are getting interesting. Well, it's been interesting. Season 4 has been very, very good outside of the whole time lab thing. No, I don't want to get you fired up again, but yeah. Ladies and gents, as usual, if there's anything that we missed, let us know in the comments. Till next time, stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Hopefully they explain that timeline thing to us eventually at some point.